Hello everyone, it's me again, Bob Ramirez of Philippines, and welcome back to my channel. Just another late monthly roundup. I should do this yesterday, but since it's holiday, there's some customers who visited here at the shop, so thanks to all of you. Again, another late monthly roundup. This is November has come, and just like that, it's gone. Title of this comes from the song by Gorillaz, November Has Come, featuring Motherfucking Doom, R.A.P. I don't have vinyl this month. I haven't seen interesting vinyl titles on vinyl, but I think I have almost 20 CDs, so let's get this thing going. Let's start with Johnny Mitchell's Blue. Johnny Mitchell's Blue, I have most of their albums, especially the early 70s to late 80s albums of hers. One of the most essential album, whether it's folk or just essential albums in general. I think one of those albums that I don't care if you're into pop music, just you need to hear this album. I discovered Johnny Mitchell's by the song of Sonic Youth called Hey Johnny around 2014 or 15, and their album called Detonation. That's where I first heard her name, and at that time I was just so curious about who influenced, who they're listening to, my favorite band until now. Just so curious of who influenced their music and was their idols too. So that's where I first heard Johnny Mitchell. Let's go to Africa. Fela Kuti's 2 album, Before the Monkey Drop, Give Him a Banana, and Excuse All. This album, 2 albums, both released in 1975, and this is the different cover. This is the original Excuse All. Thanks to who's the label of this for reissuing most of Fela Kuti's work at that era. Insane jazz funk band, Afrobeat. Afrobeat is the kind of the genre, but the strong influence of jazz, American jazz funk is there. Fela Kuti. And just in case if you're not familiar, if you're into like protest music, Fela Kuti is one of the most important in that genre. Fela Kuti. Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band Best Of. I don't have this is my first CD of theirs. I don't have. I'm still looking for their Trout Replica Masked album. So this will do for now. The Virgin and Liberty Years. Main Source, Breaking Atoms, first album. Hip hop, American, Canadian hip hop. 2 of the DJs here, DJs and producers, I think brothers and relatives, and this one is Large Professor. So this one's released in 91. Again, I'm digging hip hop this past couple of years. I think almost 2. Mellow, Perfect Colors. Mellow is a project by one of the French band collaborators, or their member at the time is Patrick Woodcock. This is his group. 4th album, Perfect Colors. Electronic psychedelic pop with synth pop, and there's that still you can still hear the air influence of this, but more of into the psychedelic pop. If you're into Tame Impala, but more of heavy side, listen to this one. Fave track is Drifting Out of Sight. Pila Brazila's 6th album, Power Clown. Pila Brazila is one of my favorite in this future jazz, down tempo genre. So check this one out. Fave track is the new Cannonball track 2. My Body Valentine isn't anything. I have this already on CD. I think I have this in Japan version. But again, this is the 2003 remastered, and the size of the CD is bigger than the usual size. So I'll keeping this one. Got this from the shop. Keeping this from the shop. Enemies, Embrace, Embark. Third album, I think. Another emo post rock with math rock influence band. Not the album that got me into them, or that the album that I've been looking for. The album is the We've Been Talking. I think that's their second one, but still great post rocky math rock with emo vibes. Manx by the Heads' first album came out in 2010. But under Capture Tracks. Another lo-fi shoegaze band by Amelie Brand. If you're not familiar with Amelie Brand, Amelie Brand, I think. Amelie Brand. If you're not familiar with Amelie Brand, she is the one in his previous band is the X Caps, and she's making music. She's making black metal ambient, dark ambient music under the moniker Mercure. So again, another lo-fi shoegaze band. If you're familiar of Capture Tracks, their early Rooster 2010s Roosters, you know what I'm talking about, or at least to get the idea of what this one sounds like. No Age first album now released in 2008 under Sub Pop Records. I got their vinyl, their third album on vinyl last 2 months ago, I think. Experimental punk band. Well, one thing about I like this band is their cover. I mean their packaging. I got their album on vinyl, and the packaging is great. And this one's the vinyl version and the CD version is in different covers. This one comes with the 68-page booklets. It's even nominated in Grammy of best packaging. They have that thing. Felt great photos in their tour photos, I think. Yeah, favorite track of this is let's see. The single of this one is Thin Crips, but my favorite track is Slipper Hole, track number 7. No Age now. This one is just an upgrade. The Beta Band's first 3 EP. Sold my copy to one of my customers. I got this. I upgraded my copy because this is the jewel case version. So I still prefer jewel case version. Beta Band posted this one already. The Burning Spear of Marcus Garvey, and this is the reissue including Garvey's Ghost, aka the dub version of the fall album. Early reggae. Highly recommend if you're into reggae. Check this one out. This is, I think, the holy grail of this batch. Spaceman 3. The Perfect Prescription. This is their second album. Came out in 1988 under Fire Records in the UK. But this is the 2003 Tang Records reissue with different covers or alternate covers. The original of this is kind of gray, and the photo is in the front of this. So this is the 2003 reissue with 3 bonus tracks. So that's great. I've been looking this CD for like a couple of years already, like 3 or 4 or 5, even 5 years. Spaceman 3, if you're not familiar, is the band by Sonic Boom, or aka Spectrum, and Jay Spaceman of Spirit Relays. Space rock, psychedelic. Fave track is their cover of the Red Crayola Transparent Radiation. Been looking this one for years. 2 Steve Reich album. Steve Reich collaboration. Bang on a Can is a group in New York, classical contemporary group in New York, and this one is a triple quartet. Modern classical, post rock. You consider post rock, but this is mostly modern classical or music concrete. Steve Reich is this kind of music is the one that I wanted to listen when I'm alone at home. Just open a couple of beers and then just listening and enjoying this piece of music. Steve Reich music. It's relaxing, it's soothing, and it's sometimes creepy and disturbing, especially when it reaches to the climax or the outro or the chorus to the outro of the song. That's where the shit of most of the post-rock and music concrete / minimal modern classical shit happens. Steve Reich. 6th album by Mother Lana Norman fucking Rockwell. Lana Del Rey is another one of my kind of what's the guilty pleasures. I love all of her albums. Favorite track is Venice Beach. It's a 9-minute ballady with kind of post-rocky leanings. For me, in my opinion, I can clearly hear the Nick Cave solos influence. But this album was more of into the especially the lyrics is more of into the 70s nostalgia California thing. He mentions the Houses of Holly, Eagles the band, and of course Cinnamon Girl is the title of the track, which is a famous song by one of my favorite guitarists, Neil fucking Young. So that's that. Sweet Trip second album. Sweet Trip is a kind of abstract electronic shoegazy project by Robbie Vargas. This is under Darla Records. One of the most sought after albums in the shoegaze scene, or in the shoegaze collectors of the shoegaze. So I'm happy to own this one. Finally, I've been looking that for years too. The Wakes 2 album. I Tidal Wave of Hype. This is this 4th one under Sarah Records. This is the original Sarah Records release. And this is Holy Heads, compilation of their 3rd and 4th album, Holy Heads and Tidal Wave of Hype. Now, the Wake is comes from the Factory Records, under Factory Records, because their first 2 is really into post punk. They even sounds like New Order at their first album, but more of into dark, moody, dark wave, new wave thing. But their 3rd album is what's the title of their 3rd album? Shit, I forgot. Make It Loud. That's and by this time they're on Sarah Records, so they kind of changed their sounds from new wave post punky to this guitar bass indie pop, still jangly music at that time, because that's what most Sarah bands did at that time. Fave track is English Rain, of course, and fave track from the 4th album is Crusher. Mouse on Mars 2nd album, another electronic duo. This is their 2nd album. I got their first one. One of the most underappreciated in their game, I think. If you're into Birds of Canada, if you're familiar with that, Birds of Canada, Otic Shore, Apex Twins, of course, give this one a try. It's a great album. Fave track is Compad, track number 2. Hip Hop, A Tribe Called Quest first album. Again, I'm just I'm just recently into hip hop. That's why if you if you're wondering, I'm collecting since 2015, but why I just got this today, or I just got this by this time. So that's the reason why. The reason why is just I just kind of appreciate what they did, especially the producers around 2 years ago. So that's why that's how I that's when that's when I appreciate their music. Okay, last one is Omega Massive and Mount Logan split album. Not familiar with Logan yet, but Omega Massive is post-rock sludge to metal band from Germany. So that's what I'm after the best. And the cover of this is great. It's just cloudy mountains with no band photos. It's kind of a mysterious shit, but it's a to metal sludge post-rock shit. That's all for this video. Background music is by the great band from Cebu, Chile in the N6. That's the Flowerfish album. I just wanted to remind you how great that album is. And then I also heard rumor that they're gonna release it on vinyl, so I'm excited about that because it's one of my favorite OPM albums of all time. So thank you for watching. See you next month. Amping.